Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I am Baby Spice. Like, I really feel like I'm just kind of like embodying Baby Spice, and honestly, like, Baby Spice, she was my favourite Spice Girl, and I've got to the age of 37 without ever really dressing up as Baby Spice, and I feel like I've totally inadvertently I've achieved a Baby Spice kind of persona today. So yeah, that was not planned, but I mean, I can't say I'm not loving it, honestly. So today I'm going to be showing you some makeup products that I was very kindly and generously sent by a website called Babegem. I know, when you hear that name, immediately you think cheap, tacky. Ugh. It sounds like what Claire's accessory would have been called if it was not called Claire's accessory. I think the owner of Claire's accessories must have been called Claire, as she was just super egotistical. She said, no, this shop, it will be named after me. But then the second choice for the name was Babegem. So Babegem contacted me and asked if I wanted to try their products, and they said that I could have a look on the website and select which products I was most interested in. So I went and had a look, and you know, I'll always be completely honest and frank with you. I was a little bit shocked at first when not shocked, that's probably like a very dramatic word to use actually when it comes to looking at some makeup and being a bit surprised by the prices, but I was a little bit perplexed because the prices did seem to be quite high. We're talking, you know, between £10 and £30 for an eyeshadow palette from a brand that I'd never heard of before, and I know indie brands can charge that, but yeah, it just, you know, it was the Babegem, honestly, it was the Babegem theme. I was thinking, what, £30 for an eyeshadow palette from Babegem? I mean, what? You know, single eyeshadows, they were like £20. The set of makeup wishes were like pushing 30 and beyond. So I was a bit surprised by the prices, and initially it kind of put me off a little bit, but I received the package yesterday. Me and Alex unboxed it, and honestly, as soon as I saw the packaging, I was blown away. Then as soon as I started to swatch and really kind of have a feel around for the products, oh my gosh, like, I was so impressed. And I had another video planned for today that I was going to film. I was just like, oh, feck that. I want to show people these products, because although I've not actually tried any of these products properly yet, other than swatching and, you know, kind of eyeballing them with my Makeup Junkie eyeballs. I've not actually tried the products on my face. And, you know, a swatch is one thing, but it doesn't compare with actually trying out a product. So I've not tried them yet, but I must say I was so impressed. The packaging is some of the most beautiful, extravagant, just like over the top, just completely extra packaging that I've ever seen. But I love it because I myself am extravagant and over the top, so I can really relate to the packaging, and oh my gosh, it was right up my street. So I just knew that I really wanted to show you these products today, and then if you could maybe comment downstairs and let me know which of the products that you would most like to see me try, and then I'll move on to doing some reviews, which, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about, and I can't wait to see which products you pick that you really want to see me try. So I will link the Babegem website down in the description down below. They also do have an Instagram. I did notice when I was looking on the website that all of the prices are in dollars. They do have a free shipping option if you spend over $40. I did notice that they did seem to have a lot of other kind of offers going on. I am based in the UK, so I'm not quite sure how expensive it would potentially be to order if you're in the UK from Babegem. But I know that in experience, when I've been ordering from Colourpop or even like the Miss A brand, the shipping can really bump up the total cost of your product, and that's not even to mention when you get hit by the oh so charming customs tax. Unfortunately, I am not really able to give you much info about like the whole ordering process or shipping process, but I'm hoping that maybe someone in the comments or not in the comments. That made it sound like there was someone just living in my comment section. You know what I mean? But I hope that maybe someone who's watching this video may have a little bit of feedback as to, you know, if they've purchased from Babegem, what kind of experience they had and how they found it. Look at me, I'm here like doing a haul and I'm just like trying to ask everyone else to help. Just like, oh, you can help. I never used to be someone that was into like delegating, by the way. I'm taking these clips out because I don't think they look great. But yeah, I used to be this kind of person that didn't like to delegate, or I really just didn't like to ask people to help me with stuff. That was until a new girl started at work, Molly. She's made amazing. Like, she now does all of my work for me and I love that. Okay, so with all that being said, we're going to jump right into the first product. Okay, so the first product is by the Colour Key brand. This is some kind of Disney collaboration, either a collaboration actually I should say, or maybe they've just ripped off the logo and pretended it's a collaboration, who knows. But this is the Mulan palette. You know, you get some people that are like super obsessed with Disney, just everything Disney related. That is not me. I could not care less about Disney. And I feel like with Disney, you're either like super obsessed and you go to Disneyland like 10 times a year, or you just couldn't care less. I'm definitely a couldn't care less kind of person about Disney. But I am now the proud owner of the Mulan eyeshadow palette. So I'm not quite sure why I picked this, because now when I'm kind of looking at her, by the way, this is like the most disappointing of all the products. So I'm starting off, you know, with the disappointing one. Everything else amazing. But I don't know what kind of made me really pick this, because the whole kind of colour story isn't necessarily what I would usually go for. It's a bit muted for me and it just doesn't look very cohesive, because you've got like these different like shades in here that I don't really see how they would work together to create one cohesive look. But I mean, we're definitely going to give it a go. The shades swatched beautifully. The mattes were so creamy, very smooth, buttery, just everything that you want from a matte. And they were very pigmented. And the glitter, I've not tried actually. Should we just, I'll do a little swatch of this purple shade, because I did not swatch this yesterday. Okay, so that's really, really pretty, quite sheer. I love the, sorry, I fake tanned. Can you see? Of course you can see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I mean, I like it. It's very glittery and it's just in no way ashamed of that. It's saying, yes, I'm packed with glitter and I am proud. So this is definitely the product that I, you know, if I had to say out of all of them, this is the one that I'm most not eager to try. So please don't pick that one first, guys, please. Okay, so next they just sent me some of these little face like gems, which I am a huge fan of, because I've totally given up on the idea of trying to do some kind of fancy wing. I've just kind of realised that's not for me. Like, it's kind of the same way that I realised that, you know, baking was not for me. Like, I tried, all of my cakes just turned out a disaster. So yeah, but anyway, what I like to do is I get the gems and I'll put them, you know, where the wing would be. It's so much easier than creating a wing, and I actually think it looks better. Or maybe that's just something I tell myself to try and pretend that I'm not sad about not being able to do a wing. Okay, so next I got this single kind of glittery eyeshadow. So this is by the Head One brand. It comes in this cute little tub. And oh my gosh, like this actually reminds me a lot of the Miss Rose glitter pots, which they were something else. So beautiful. But this one is, it's kind of like purpley lilac themed, but then you do have some other kind of, you know, you've got green glitters, you've got pink, you've got peach. And the thing that I love most about this is how sparkly it is. I applied just an extremely tiny amount, you probably can't even see, just to my lid today, because it was kind of like an afterthought to the look. This has like a little gel, or, you know, some kind of little like adhesive agent in here. Look at that, guys. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And if I do a little swatch, can you see how beautiful that is? I just think that that would look like Christmas on your lids. It would look sensational. I'm loving the fact that it's not just like one colour theme. You've got this whole kind of like rainbow party effect kind of going on, and oh my gosh, I just think this could look so beautiful. Cannot wait to try that. Please bump that up to the top of the list, guys. Okay, so next we have an eyeshadow palette, and I can sit here and confidently say that this packaging is my favourite ever eyeshadow packaging. It does definitely say that I don't have very sophisticated, nor do I have very classy taste, but I don't care. This packaging, oh, seriously, guys. I mean, guys, look at this sparkle. Look at this mermaid. Look at this. Just beautiful thing of beauty. I know there's going to be some of you that will just totally not be into this, like it just will not be your bag at all, but I know that there's going to be some of you who are like me, are going to think that this is just all kinds of gorgeous. So before I even opened up this palette, I was just absolutely like stunned by how beautiful it was. But if we open her up, she looks just as captivating inside. This is what she looks like. She kind of reminds me of the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette, which is a very kind of greeny, like goldy. I think they've got like a navy kind of blue shade in there as well. It instantly kind of reminds me of that palette. It's got this really beautiful kind of thin embossed kind of detail on each of the pans. You've got this gorgina emerald glitter at the end. I just think this it looks so good. And I'm just going to do a couple of swatches. Oh no. Ooh, so I obviously did not swatch the green yesterday, but wow, that green is a chunky monkey. Can you see? Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to do a swatch here, but oh my gosh, it's very chunky. You can see. Oh my gosh, what a letdown. I kind of now have come to think that maybe you're just paying for the actual palette. But you know, I'm going to definitely be putting the palette up as like a decorative piece. But maybe that's all it is. Maybe the actual contents of it are not that good because they spent all of the money on the actual packaging. I mean, that's no good, is it, guys? I mean, I love great packaging, but you know, I want the product to be good. Otherwise, what's the point? Do I need anything else to go on my shelves? No. Can anything else even fit on my shelves? Definitely not. Okay, so I'm going to swatch the kind of metallic. Okay, so I really like that. Okay, so that definitely put me back on good terms with the palette again, even though that green is going to give me nightmares tonight. I'm just going to do a couple more swatches because I just want to see. I don't know, I just kind of feel like I just want to get a bit of love back for this palette because I was so disappointed by that green. So I'm going to swatch the gold and I'm going to swatch this beautiful, oh no, it's not beautiful. Oh my gosh, I feel like this could be one of those palettes that 50% of it is great and 50% of it is just shit. Let's swatch the gold. Okay, so that is amazing. That is so pigmented and beautiful. Okay, so this is the other shade, which, I mean, it's not terrible if what you want is a very mild kind of sheer eyeshadow. It's not terrible. I mean, and it's nice to have like, well, it's not. I was going to say it's nice to have different kind of formulas within the palette, but no, I want every single one of my eyeshadows to be great. I demand greatness. Okay, so guys, the jury is out on this one. Will she be good? Will she be bad? Okay, so next we have a highlighter palette, and again, this has the most beautiful packaging. So this is by the Clap O Claps brand. I just think that is the most hilarious name. Clap O Claps. Like, who even thinks of that? And then who names a highlighter palette that? Actually, sorry, it's not the name of the highlighter palette, it's the name of the brand who created the highlighter palette. But who is trying to think of a name for their brand? And they just think, oh, I know, I've got it. Claps, oh, claps. Claps, oh, claps. Claps, yeah, claps or claps. I mean, who thinks that's a good idea? And then who else agrees that it's a good idea? Okay, so this is what she looks like. She's got this whole kind of, glitter ball theme going on. And I just think it's done so beautifully. You can see all the different colours of the rainbow in there. And I am down for this. So this is what she looks like inside. We've got 5 different highlighters, and one of them is this kind of chunky glitter, which, similar to Disney, you either love or you hate. I'm just going to do a couple of swatches so that we can have a look, because I swatched a couple of these shades yesterday and I was very impressed. Okay, so I'm going to swatch
this guy, and I swatched this guy, and I'm going to swatch this champagne dude.
So I think they look really, really beautiful. Loving the shades. Oh my gosh, look at that. I really think that these are going to be absolutely banging highlighters. They just look so gorgeous. And although they are very kind of opaque, I think that they would give you a real kind of, wet look sheen. I am really digging these, particularly this kind of light champagne shade. Yes, please. I mean, I've got quite a bit of highlighter on, as you can already see, but I am just going to go in with a little bit of the champagne one, because I can't help myself. I'm not patient enough to wait to test this out. I've got loads of highlighter on, so you're probably not really going to be able to tell the highlighter apart, but I've just popped a little bit on at the back there. I mean, I can't really make out the wood for the trees, honestly, with all of these different products that I've currently got on my face. But what I can definitely tell you for sure is that all of my highlight is banging today. And this one certainly did not ruin anything. Although, I can't tell you if it added anything, because there's just so much glow on my face right now. I'm blinded by the glow. I am really excited to try the beautiful, is it a glitter ball or is it a mirror ball? I'm now kind of thinking it's a mirror ball. Do you know what? If Carmen was in her window today, what a show she would be having. She would be thinking, oh my gosh, what am we need to go over there today? Oh, Carmen, girl, you're missing out. Okay, so the last makeup product I got is again by the Clapo Claps brand. Don't we just love them? And this palette is called the Hello 2000 palette. Now, I'm not quite sure if they did a typo. Maybe they don't actually realise that we're now in 2021. So should it be called Hello 2021? I don't quite know. And then I did actually check the expiry date, because I was worried. I was thinking maybe this was actually created in the year 2000 and they just want to try and get rid of old stock. But no, the expiry date's good. I don't think this is going to be expired anytime soon. It just happens to be called the Hello 2000 palette, which, I mean, let's face it, after the terrible year we've all had, in 2020, I'm sure we all would rather rewind back to 2000. Oh my gosh, how old would I have actually been in the year 2000? Well, it's 2021 now, so that's 21 years after. Oh my gosh, I would have been about 12. I would have probably loved this palette when I was 12. Why didn't they bring it out then? Okay, right, so guys, I was just reminded by opening the palette. This actually is the palette that I am most interested in trying first. So if you agree, could you pop this down in the comments, because I really do actually want to try this one. So we've got this lovely, quite understated, packaging compared to the other ones that we've seen. I like it. So again, I was criticising the Disney palette for not really seemingly being too cohesive. Did any of that make sense? I don't think so. But this one definitely does not scream cohesion to me. I look at this and I'm just like, what? Because I'm not quite sure what kind of look you could create with all these shades. But do you know what? It's a challenge that I want to have. Let me just, do you know what? I'm not going to say anymore. I'm going to just do a couple of swatches, because I want to show you why I fell in love with this palette. It's probably going to be shit on the eyes, but Oh my gosh, like, I was so impressed last night. Okay, so I've just swatched 4 of the shades. Admittedly, this yellow does not look good. The I'll just swatch, kind of like, oh, the yellow. Okay, terrible. That's the peachy one. We have the beautiful Gorgina bronze. We have the teal. I mean, the quality of these just looks so banging. It looks so good. Super excited to try this palette. I actually think it's going to be really, really good. Okay, so I just swatched a few more of the shades. Again, I'll pop this there. Gorgina. I'll just put that one there. I don't know why I'm swatching on the palm of my hand all of a sudden. I've never done it before, but actually I like it. Wow, guys, they look so gorgeous. Oh, I love this kind of rusty peach. Oh, love me a bit of rusty peach. That's my nickname for my vagina also, too. It's not. Okay, so next I selected a couple of makeup brush sets. The first set that I selected was a Harry Potter themed eye kind of brush set. It came in this beautiful Slytherin little pouch. I can't think of the word. I knew it wasn't a box or packet. I was like, what is this word? It's a pouch. So yeah, I think that touch is really beautiful. Also, like, I must say, one of the reasons why I selected this Harry Potter brush set isn't because I am obsessed with Harry Potter, but because Andreas is obsessed with Harry Potter, and I thought he might enjoy these brushes. In fact, I had to literally bribe him to get them back off him to be able to show them in the haul today. So the first thing that I realised about these brushes is that they're so heavy. They've got a real amount of weight to them. I kind of feel like it'll be a workout doing an eye look with these brushes because they're so heavy. They're not that heavy, but anyway. So this is the first one. It's got this beautiful kind of metal kind of wand, and then you've got this gold coin in the top. Feels like really good quality. Then we've got this one right here. This one. They're all kind of wandy themed, of course, because it's Harry Potter. You've got this one that has a little snake going around the top. We've got this one. I just think that these are all kinds of beautiful. They're just so gorgeous. I think if you're a Harry Potter fan, and even if you're not into makeup, these would be such a nice set to have. Really do love everything about them, apart from actually the most important thing, which is the actual brush head. I'm not very impressed with the brush head, which is why I was quite willing to give them to Andreas, because I mean they look kind of janky. Like, they've definitely put all of the effort into the handles, into the detail, into packing a lot of weight in there. I think the actual brush bits were just like an afterthought. It was just like, oh yes, we'll create some fabulous Harry Potter wands and we'll make them into eye brushes. And it'd be like, okay, great, yes, let's do that. And then at the last minute, they realised, oh shit, we've not actually designed any brush bits. And they were like, oh, feck. Well, what are we going to do? Just put any old thing on there. So no one's buying it for the actual brush heads anyway. But if you were going to buy these and you want to use them as eye brushes, I would say don't. But they're still cute nonetheless. Okay, so the second brush set I got is this beautiful kind of unicorn kind of handled set. So I know that these are probably very 2019 now, and I've gone through so many of these unicorn brush sets, but do you know what? I can never have too many because I just think that these are absolutely gorgeous, and unlike the Harry Potter ones, the brush head bits are amazing. Like, I used a couple of these brushes today to do my face makeup and I was so impressed. The brush hairs are so soft. like they're very silky as well. They just feel so luxurious to the touch. So I have to say I was so impressed with these. They also have a nice bit of weight to them. They feel like good quality brushes, not only in the handle but you know, in the actual brush hairs. I think they've been well put together. Are they a little bit more expensive than what you would pay on AliExpress? Yes, especially if you're going to take in probably quite expensive shipping costs if you're buying from outside of the US. But I think if you wanted to buy yourself a really cool, pretty, fun looking brush set that was also very practical, I would definitely recommend these. Okay, so that brings me to the end of this haul. I really hope that you enjoy seeing all of these products. Please, please, please let me know down in the comments which of these palettes or even the glitter pot, which of these products would you most be interested in seeing me review? I'm really hoping that you go for the Clap of Claps Hello 2000 palette or the Little Pot of Glitter, but do you know what? I'm going to leave it to you. You let me know what you would like to see most and I will do that for you. I promise I won't just completely disregard all of the comments and do my own thing. I promise I won't. I won't. Anyway guys, I hope you're having an absolutely lovely day today. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next one.